And we're back. Hell yeah. Back again. Back for more Dungeons & Dragons for our D&D 5th edition Princes of the Apocalypse spin-off series. Sidequest or spin-off. I haven't decided which makes more sense. I think spin-off, right? Because it's different characters.
I think it's spin-off.
Yeah, anyway. That's what we're doing. This is exploring more of the world that is part of Princes of the Apocalypse that we won't have time for in the main campaign. Until when we have all the people to get back to it. We don't need to introduce our characters because we just met them just a couple episodes ago. So let's jump right into the recap. Here's the map. Oh, look at the carnage. Look at how nasty all this is. There's a huge hole in the wall. It took him 2 turns for that giant to realize he could use the door. You zapped lightning through this wall twice. Oh boy. There's a creepy earth-eating monster jumping all over the place. Who wants a chance at for inspiration?
I don't think I can go shot for shot.
You can get the gist. You can start even further back if you want to.
I can give it a shot, but I don't know how much info I have from a couple weeks ago. I know we showed up this town knowing that the stone cult, the Black Earth cult, had taken up residence in this inn. We dodged around some really weird cult activity with some monks and some peasants getting eaten by that. What's that thing called? That little digger guy? The guy that digs.
A bullet.
A bullet, yeah. He was like stomping on people for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Instilling fear. We kind of went and hung out with the town council, killed as many guards in there as we could without making a noise.
Yep.
And we went out the front, across the way, and around the back.
Mm-hmm.
This is a couple episodes ago now. As we snuck around the back, we kind of tried to coax everybody towards us. Any of the guards that we saw. So once we got them around a corner, we killed them, snuck into the kitchen in the back there.
Right here. Mm-hmm.
Then we tried to walk in like everything was cool, and that just really didn't work. So we had to backtrack into the kitchen. Then we just kind of went full on attack. I made a couple people invisible. We went in, Brasder shot his lightning. I think we have done 2 sessions that were almost entirely combat in here.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure. There's the little guys to the right underneath that fiery table whom are trying to revive the priest guy.
Indeed.
Which is a bummer. And the giant came in. So we're all just fighting for our lives. The bullet and the giant came in. We've almost taken care of everything else except for that. I think there's a warlord there.
Yes, exactly. Unfortunately, yeah, you did learn in a prior episode that each of these different types of enemies here have a different person, a leader that they are beholden to. All of the Black Earth cultists are beholden to like this guy who's riding the bullet, and Drayon, who is the priest that you already took out, and you knew that all the hobgoblins are loyal to this hobgoblin warlord. And unfortunately, you were not able to take out the warlord or this guy to, have the opportunity to make everyone else stand down. So it's just been knockdown, drag-out fight this whole time. Your Chumba's bloody. Brazdor's been bloody for a long time because no one can get a hit on him. He continually provokes this warlord, who now has turned his attention to you, Chumba. You're right. All of these citizens, because they have been, the fear of this cult has been so instilled in them that they are still even, as the cult is being decimated in front of them, they are still remaining loyal to Drayon here and trying to revive him while he's down. So we've still got this Goliath Black Earth guard here. The Burrow Shark, who is this guy that was riding the Bullet. Nusk is bloody too. The Bullet is not bloody, and the Hill Giant has hardly been injured. But these are your two main enemies right now, the Bullet and this guy. The Warlord as well, but he is significantly injured already. Make sense? Hell yeah, did I miss anything? Awesome. Alright, let's check on where we are in the initiative. One sec. Terrific. Alrighty. So, starting off, it is Brazdor, who, unfortunately, you all see him suddenly gasp and clenches his legs together, and he grabs his stomach, and very quickly runs out, disengages from the Warlord, and runs out of the room. Suddenly,
He's got to poop.
He's got to poop. He's got to poop real bad. When nature calls, even in the middle of battle, you got to answer, unfortunately. Oops. Alrighty. After Brazdor, that is Rocky. Rocky, you've still got your emblems, your runes blaring. You're resistant to damage and shit. You're doing extra damage from your giant's might or whatever it's called.
Yeah, so extra damage. I got bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing resistance, and then I've got a couple reaction stuff going on.
Hell yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and just try to finish off the other Goliath.
Hell yeah. Keep cracking at him.
Let's hit him with my Warhammer, and I lost my shield, right?
That's right. It's this triangle over here.
Yep. Okay. So roll to hit. Good start. 24.
Hell yeah. That is gonna hit.
So that's 7 for just the weapon damage. And then 4 from my Giant's Might. So 11 total.
Damn. 11 total. You see him, he sees you coming, and he just braces himself for the attack. You see it looks like his skin gets harder. And he's going to negate just a little bit of that damage with his stone's endurance. But you have another attack?
Yeah. So I'm going to hit him again. That time is only 15 to hit.
15 is not going to do it. Bang! Clangs off of his thick cast iron armor. It looks so heavy.
And third one is worse, so 13.
13. Again, just swinging through the air. He's just looming over you, staring down at you, which is not something you're familiar with, but maybe brings back some bad memories from your olden days, when you were still around other Goliaths. That's Rocky's turn. Next up, it is the.
I want to use my reaction to once again try to plead reason with the giant.
Oh yes, of course. You speak giant, right? I think we.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Awesome. What are you trying to say?
I'm gonna tell him please, I don't want to hurt you. You know, we're your friends.
Okay.
And I'm doing persuasion with that one, right?
Yep. You can do persuasion.
Oh, 17.
17. You see, he continues to look confused. But then he kind of... I'm going to roll for him. Well, let's see. Make it fair. Ooh.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on,
Yeah?
hold on.
What is it?
Is this a saving throw, technically?
No. He's just making an insight check.
Okay.
Yeah. To try to understand.
Considering using my reaction to give him disadvantage.
No, you're making a good point. So you want him to succeed on this, but unfortunately he did not. He says, "Hurt," in giant back to you. Hurt me? Hurt me? No, hurt you. And he's gonna, on his turn, he looks real angry. He drops his huge sack of boulders that he's been carrying to just throw at people, and he takes his giant, like, half-tree club in both hands. And, is that your turn, Rocky?
Yep.
Hell yeah. All right, next up is the Hobgoblin Warlord. So, unfortunately, without Brazdor here to taunt him or absorb any more hits, he's coming for you, Chumba. I don't think you have any magic on yourself right now. You're not enchanted in any way. Your armor class is... Do I have it here? No, I don't. What's your armor class?
13.
13. Hell yeah.
Bring it on.
Who's attacking again?
It's
the
the
guy above me.
warlord, yeah, over here. He is going to make several longsword attacks. Let's see.
Poorly.
Hopefully. He's going to do... That is going to be a... That misses. That's a 12. That's another 12. All right, that one's gonna hit at long last. He's using two-handed. He puts down his shield. He just really wants to kill somebody after Brazdor's been tormenting him for so long. He deals 8 slashing damage to you, as he just hacking at you away. You keep backing up. You feel the rush of his longsword fly so close to your face, and then suddenly he brings it around and just slashes across your stomach, causing you to bleed from your abdomen. That is, did I say 8 damage for you?
Yep.
All right, great. That is him. Next up is the Black Earth Guards. You've only got this one left. It's just this Goliath, who's going to keep swinging on you, Rocky. And you're not even bloody yet, are you?
Nope.
All right, let's see what he can do.
Still at 87.
Ooh, that one's going to hit, though. Okay.
87's my max.
And the second one, first one, he really nails it. He gets a critical on you.
Oof.
And the second one, he misses.
I'm gonna burn one of my runic shields and make him reroll the.
All right, reroll the
that
critical. Okay. Try again. That's still gonna hit. That's still really good.
Yeah, but at least it's not critical damage.
Yeah, that's true. So he's going to do. He's like clearly lost a lot of blood. Like he's mostly covered in armor, but you can see the places in the gaps in his armor where you've battered him, and the bruises from your occasional bludgeoning damage as well. But that's just only like enraged him more and empowered him to just swing down on you with all of his might, just crashing through your defenses and smashing into your shoulder for 10 piercing damage with his Morning Star.
That's the total, right? Not halved.
Yeah, that's total, so half to 5.
Okay.
That is him, and he's the only one left. So next up is Hobgoblins. There is this one Hobgoblin left. Luckily, you put the Hobgoblin Devastator, who was doing some crazy magic on you, put him to sleep. Who's he gonna come for? He can't really see anyone else, so he's also gonna come for you, Chumba.
Swing and a miss.
Let's hope for it. You avoided some very bad blows from the warlord there. I'm gonna use a different die now. Ooh, that one is gonna hit. Both hits. He's slashing at you with his long sword. He's keeping a shield on him though, so he's only coming at you one hand. He's like, I don't want to die, and just lunging at you, just frantically. That is going to be 12 slashing damage total.
Ooh.
I'm down.
You're down. Chumba is down.
Like 0?
-1. Yeah, 0.
Chumba drops.
Down one that can heal. So.
You hear a distinctive thud and as Chumba falls on all of his bagpipes as they let out a funny sound while he bleeds out on the ground. That is the only hobgoblin. Next up is the Bullet, unfortunately. I keep saying unfortunately. It happens normally. It's not unfortunate. It's normal. The Bullet, the only person, again, good move that you guys started this inside. There's nowhere for him to jump, which is his more lethal attack. He's just going to keep on snapping at you, Nusk. Nusk, what's your AC?
16.
16. He only gets one of these. So let's see how he does. Wait a minute. Is this a... Nope. Okay. That is going to hit you. Does anybody anything else wants to do to prevent this? No? Okay.
I already burned my reaction,
Okay. Are you still...
which I regret now.
Are you still raging?
I regret it when Jumbo went down.
Of course. From this wimpy little hobgoblin who's just been cowering the most of the battle. Are you still raging, Nusk?
I was raging last time, but I'm not sure how many rounds it's been since I entered my rage. Because I think I entered it not last time, the time before.
Okay, I think it's still, as long as you're hitting something or being hit every round, I think it stays.
Okay.
So that means you're still raging, which is good, because this thing takes another as you're figuring out who to fight. You're kind of backed up against the wall here with your great axe. This thing has you practically pinned between this unconscious monk that's on the floor next to you. I should turn him sideways so we know that he's prone. Like that. And then the wall behind you. There's not a lot of places for you to go, so you can't really back up to dodge. And he just rips a huge chunk out of your thigh. 15 damage. That is already halved. 30 damage, half to 15. So now you've got a huge chunk missing from your torso. You're bleeding profusely from there. Your thigh has a giant, bite mark in it from his big old chompers. How are you looking, Nusk?
Like hell.
Yeah.
But I'm still standing.
Still kicking. Love it. That's Nusk. Now it's time for the Hill Giant. The Hill Giant is currently straddling this big hole that the Bullet left in. So he's going to use some extra movement to kind of step around and just fully bash through these tables. He's going to just obliterate them as he walks over them. Stepping on dead people. Just to get even closer to you, Rocky. Because you, I think, inadvertently threatened him when you said, I don't want to hurt you. And he's going to do 2 attacks with his great club at you. Let's see what he does. That is... AC is 18? Is that right?
Yeah. No, 16 currently.
16.
On my shield.
He's going to get you then on the first one. And again on the second one. It's just 2 17s, but he's going to get you each time. You see this huge tree trunk like just come out of nowhere because it's almost beyond your point of view while you're staring at this Goliath. You just see the shadow block out the lights of the chandelier above you, and suddenly, whoop, bam, whoop, bam, just crushing you harder than you've been hit in a long time, surely. That is going to be a total of 36 halved to 18. As you get battered by this huge tree. And that is, luckily, that's all he can do, and he chose for you, the optimal person to attack. Because you're the only one that probably could have taken that and been okay.
Yeah.
And next is going to be the monks. All of the monks are either unconscious. They're all unconscious, either bleeding out or sleeping. Next it is the burrow shark. The burrow shark is this guy with the spear, who is going to leap, florp. He's going to disengage from you, actually, because he is very bloody, he's going to use his movement and his action, or his movement, I should say, to come over here. 10, 15. And he can't yet, but he's getting ready to jump back onto the bullet. When he is able to, because he doesn't have enough movement. That is going to be the Hobgoblin Devastator, who is fully asleep. Luckily, there's not a lot of people who can wake him. And the Black Earth Priest is down, and incredible. All right, so now something strange happens. Chumba, you're unconscious, but this Sacred Stone monk over here, I think, Rocky, you're just able to look in this direction by happenstance because this hill giant whacked you from it. So otherwise you would have been looking straight at this Goliath, but now your eyes are in this direction. And you see for the past couple seconds, this corpse on the ground, this monk that has been dead for several rounds now, begins just violently convulsing. It's, again, one of these really buff... this was a woman, actually, super buff, broad shoulders, black tattoos down the full length of her, from her shoulder to her elbow, shirtless other than like a banto over her chest. She starts just shaking violently, which is strange because she's been dead for a minute. And you can see out of the corner of her eye, her features begin to change. Her hair changes color, becomes darker. Her skin gets paler. It looks like her legs are getting longer. Until suddenly, whoop, she bolts up, looking entirely different. With what looks like a glowing gemstone suddenly wedged into her forehead. Ash, would you like to tell us about your character?
Sure. Hello. So Ash is an undead rogue from she's a Shatterkai elf. And she has been sent by the Raven Queen, back into this body to fall out for now. Is what you're gonna find out when is this my turn?
It is your turn. Well, tell us more about what Ash looks like.
Sure. So Ash, typical of a Shatterkai, has this very deathly grayish skin. She's got shock white hair that goes down to about her waist, with two kind of long braids in the bottom portion of her hair. She has a bright blue stone with markings from the Raven Queen embedded in her forehead. And this is what was used to bring her back from the dead. But yeah, she's got some piercings, tribal tattoos. But yeah.
Indeed. So, Ash, you come to after a long time drifting and a brief conversation with the Raven Queen. You are back, and you know where you are. You know why you're here, and you see before you several likely members of the Black Earth cult. Show me your photo here. Boop. There you are. So you see, to your right is this hill giant. Immediately to your right, directly ahead of you is a Black Earth guard. A little bit farther away from you is this bullet and a burrow shark who rides the bullet. And then over to your left is an unconscious dragonborn who is collapsed onto a bagpipe, and a hobgoblin, and then a hobgoblin warlord. These guys, I think you can assess the situation pretty quickly. That one, the dragonborn, this half-orc, and the Goliath are all also fighting the Black Earth cult, as you would have expected from your the information you got from the Raven Queen.
Okay.
I would like to add that in my experience, it takes about a minute or two for bagpipes to fully deflate.
Oh, yeah.
So we're
So
just
still
hearing a constant groan. Yeah.
Just for a full minute as as Chumba bleeds out on top of his bagpipe.
Fingers twitching.
Exactly. Amazing. Ash, so what do you want to do on your turn?
So just to be clear, I guess I can't really point, but like in the area where the two allies are, and I can't remember what you called the beast.
A bullet? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who here is bloodied? Like, if I could tell.
Of the allies, Nusk is definitely bloodied, and Chumba is like unconscious. Like he's not dead, but he's bleeding out, so he could certainly use some help.
Bullet bloodied at all?
Oh, in terms of your enemies, I'm sorry. The bullet, no. Everyone else, the bullet and the hill giant are not. Everyone else is.
Okay.
So this, the Black Earth Guard, the Burrow Shark, the Warlord, and the regular Hobgoblin, all bloodied.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and help the fallen friend. Are they both melee? The two on either side of the person on the bagpipes that's fallen?
As far they have a variety of weapons. It looks like they're both holding long swords.
Okay. Can I go ahead and just immediately fling an arrow at the one that looks more hurt?
Certainly. You can't tell much. They're both all you can tell is that they're both bloody, which is less than half. So it's up to you, whichever one you want to go for. This one clearly looks more important.
The one on the. Which one looks more important?
This one has full heavy armor on. Right. It's clearly in charge, and this one is not. It's just a regular foot soldier.
I will go for him then, and try to shoot him in the neck.
Hell yeah! You're going for the warlord or the regular guy?
The warlord.
Okay. Hell yeah! Give me that attack roll.
Short bow, that's +9, so it's gonna be an 18.
18, because he stowed his shield to attack Chumba, is going to hit. Roll your damage.
That's gonna be 8 damage.
8 damage to this guy. You shoot an arrow. It kind of just cuts across his neck. You don't get a direct shot, but you see he starts bleeding profusely from there, with a nasty cut. He says, "Who is this?" A new enemy. Perfect.
And then for him, I know that the character is unconscious, but in terms of, was he engaged with the other character? Could I do sneak attack as well?
No, because he's fully unconscious. He's not in, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just regular damage, unfortunately. And that's your action. Do you have a bonus action, or do you have a second attack? I don't know.
Not right
I
now.
don't think rogues. Yeah, rogues only have the one attack.
Mm-hmm.
You can get more with one of the subclasses, though, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I
I'm
have
sure
some.
there's
I have two arms, two weapon fighting, but I'm not using my knives right now.
Right. You're just doing a short bow. Mm-hmm.
So as a bonus action, I have an action called Blessing of the Raven Queen, and
yeah.
I can teleport 30 feet. So it says to an unoccupied space.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to 30 feet. This bar that I'm facing, so if I'm shooting this guy, I'm like facing the line. It looks like a bar with like bar stools.
Correct.
Can I just teleport behind the bar and hide behind it?
Let me see. That's 30 feet. Up to 30 feet. Yeah. So you can teleport right to here, to the edge of the bar, and then you still have 15 more feet of movement. So you can just use the rest of that to hop on the other side.
So instead, I'm just going to use my 15 feet of movement to run towards them and then just teleport behind the bar.
Okay. Hell yeah.
So it looks like I
5,
run
10.
and then just disappear.
You're about to get up to them, and then whoop-a-joom. Fuck! Where'd she go? Ah! Fucking! What undead kind of nonsense is this? Necromancy here. He does not. He does not immediately see where you go. Do you want a bonus action hide?
Yes, please.
All right, roll your stealth.
That's 26.
26. You are so sufficiently hidden. Yeah. No, like they don't. They have no idea where you are. And are you crouching? Well, you sort of, to be fully hidden, you have to be crouching behind the bar. But that means you're prone. Is that
I'll be
okay?
crouching.
All right, great. Boop. You kind of swap. You don't know this, but you kind of swap places with where Chumbo was earlier.
No.
a very popular spot.
Exactly. That is Ash's turn. Now it is Chumba. Chumba, I need you to make a death saving throw.
It's just a D20, right?
That's right. No bonuses or nothing.
Have we shifted to the top of the round yet?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Also, just so you know, your reaction comes back at the start of your turn.
Oh, it's not at the cycle. Okay.
Yeah, I looked that up recently. I thought it was at the top as well.
I got an 8.
Ooh, that's a failure. It's a failure for Chumba.
It's soft fail. Come on.
It's not looking well. Tell me, give us a brief glimpse of what is going through Chumba's mind as he's like laying on the ground, bleeding out like this. What's he thinking about?
He keeps thinking of how his mom used to ask him to fold the laundry, and he would say that he did it, but he was just still out on the thing, and he was out by the river playing, and he's just kind of out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Not really with us. Thinking of better times.
Yeah,
Thinking of things done.
Mm-hmm. It's reflecting on all the times that he had opportunities to be a good person and didn't. And now a lot of his adulthood is focused on trying to seem like a good person. Maybe without necessarily walking the walk. Yeah.
Crashing down.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Next up, after Chumba, it is the crowd. It is these 4 little nerds who are all going to try to stabilize Drayon. He is already stabilized, I should say. They're trying to heal him with what little expertise they have. They're only able to do this if they get a nat 20, because they're just civilians. They don't have expertise. So I'm rolling 4 d20s.
Would a nat 1 kill him?
Probably. Or at least make him bloody again. Nope, no 20s. So that means we are back to the top of the order with Brazdor. Brazdor is still, you hear, from the kitchen, and a variety of other unpleasant noises. That means it's Rocky's turn. Rocky, there's a new ally on the field who has fully disappeared. It seems.
I didn't get
Yeah,
a
but
turn.
I saw
You
her
didn't?
attack.
Did I
I
skip
don't
you?
think so. Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You're right. Your name is smaller than all the others, so I just brushed right over it. Let's jump back to you then. Oh yeah,
I just
you were
want to
supposed
hit
to go.
this bullet guy.
Hell yeah, roll to hit him. You were supposed to
Since
go
I'm kind
after
of stuck here
the
anyway.
bullet, so that would have made sense. Yeah. Hell yeah, what you get?
I got a 16.
Ooh. That is not going to hit the bullet. The bullet has this hard exterior, almost looks like stone itself. That's perfect for burrowing and perfect for being really hard to hit.
I want to try again.
Yeah, do it again.
Oh, I still did not hit him. Okay.
Yeah. Again, you're just like, first time you bam right onto his hard, like, the back part of his neck, which is just like really just part of his head extended backwards, and you see it, you do no damage, so you try and swing your blade around to come up and like uppercut him, but still it's just you don't get enough momentum, and you just whack him under the chin, and he looks fully unfazed. You got another one?
I think I only get 2.
You can do one as a bonus action because you are in a frenzy.
Okay, cool.
That's your special thing from your subclass.
This one hit. 26.
Woo! 26. That'll do it. Roll your damage.
5
minimum
plus 3,
damage.
so 8.
8 damage. Still 8. It could be worse. You finally, after like just tapping him and from 2 different directions, you finally swing. You wind up and swing as hard as you can into the side of his face, and you see him go, and you see a tiny little crack form in the hard skin on the right side of its face. He is still not bloody.
They have like 1,000,000 hit points.
It's a lot of hit points for sure. Probably not more than you though. Hard to say. That is Nusk's turn. So now we are back around. Fast forward again through Chumba's death save and the failed medicine checks. Now it's Rocky.
All right, let's see if I can finally defeat this Goliath.
Anytime now.
Ugh. Rolled a 7, so that's a 12.
Not
Won't
gonna
hit.
do it. Yeah. Swinging and missing. He's looming over you, kind of psyching you out. 17
hit?
Not gonna do it. This time you make you look like you're gonna make contact, but he has just the super strong plate armor that he throws up to block your weapon. Clang! It doesn't pierce it.
All right, so last one. Rolled a 2.
Ooh, just can't do
Yeah.
anything. He's just getting
Nope.
more and more
I'm just
cocky.
whipping.
Yeah. We're just on the final one. You can like barely. You've just swung so hard on the first 2. You can like barely lift up, and you kind of just and thud with your great axe, or is it a great axe? No, I'm sorry, warhammer. Just kind of thuds into the
warhammer.
ground with you barely lifting it up. And that is Rocky. After that, it is the Warlord. The Warlord only has 1 action. Brazdor is gone. Chumba is unconscious. He's not concerned about that anymore. So I'm going to roll for him. This is going to be a 50-50 shot whether he's either going to look for Ash or he's going to come and attack Rocky. He's going to come attack Rocky. 5, 10, 15. He says, "Now I've got time for you!" And he comes up. He's got his shield back up. He's going to attack you with his long sword one-handed. Let's see how he does. That is going to hit. That is going to hit. And that's also going to hit. He's very good with his longsword. Brazdor just has a crazy high AC. He could not touch him the whole fight because Brazdor's AC was like 27 the whole time. But this guy is normally very good. So he gets you on all 3 hits. He's only attacking one-handed, so that is going to be boop, boop, boop. 21 damaged, half to 10 from his longsword.
Okay.
Rocky really getting double teamed now. That is him. Now it's time for the Goliath, who's only feeling more cocky. But just as see how effective. Ooh, that's a critical. You gonna use your thing?
Yeah.
All right, I'll roll again.
No, I'm not.
You gonna save it?
I only have 1 left, and I still have 54 health, so...
All right. So that's a crit, and then that's also going to hit. Ooh, this die is rolling hot. Let's see what happens. That is... Sorry, that's 11 plus 7 is 18, halved to 9 damage to you as he just gets stronger the more you just bludgeon him. He's been bloody for a minute now, but he refuses to yield, and it just bam, you feel the morning star pierce through your armor and just sink into the flesh of your arm, and then when he wields it around again, this time into your side, you feel it pierce something important in your right side as you begin gushing blood. That's no good. You're gonna need some healing after this for sure. That's him. Now it's time for this one puny hobgoblin. He is going to... You know what? He's not that smart. He's just going to use his entire turn to look around for Ash to see if he can find her.
She was just here.
I want to make you proud, Captain. I can't see anything. He literally just uses his turn to look around. And he doesn't know what to do. So he's just going to go, fine. He's going to stay here so he has a better line of sight to what's going on. That is his turn. Now it is time for the Bullet. The Bullet is again going to take a big old chomp on Nusk. Let's see. That is a nat 1. So he tries... Let's see what we can have. He tries to chomp at you, Nusk, but he's like not used to being so kind of in such a small space. So he tries to charge you a little, and you just kind of step out of the way, and he bashes his face into this wall. And he's going to take some damage from just biting a huge chunk of wall. Wow. That's only 5 damage, unfortunately. I rolled 3 die for him. He's spitting out splinters and wood and chunks of stone. That's his whole turn. Now it is your turn, Nusk.
All right. Can I reach that table? I want to like hit him with the table.
Sure.
Yeah.
You
so
can
like
move back
take
down
a
here
step
for sure.
down
Mhm.
and like. What would I roll to hit him with the table though?
That's an improvised weapon, I think. So I think give me an athletics check, which you have advantage on. And then you'll just make a strength, depending on how good that is, you'll make a strength attack.
17 was the better of the two, which is crazy because I have a +8, which
Yeah.
means I rolled horribly.
17 is good. That's so you'll be able to. You will. I'll give you a D8 of damage with no modifier though. So you can roll to hit him just like you're hitting with your great axe or whatever it is you have.
With the +8 or just
Yeah, with the +8. Mm-hmm.
okay. I'm just gonna press the button for the great axe because you said that. Ah, shit, that was bad.
14. Yeah, unfortunately, you grab the table easily, and you can't really lift it up over your head to like smash it on him, which is kind of what would have been better. You just pick it up and swing it sideways into him, and it shatters across his hard exterior, not doing much damage though. It just kind of breaks on impact. Not a well-made table, unfortunately, but you cleared some space around here for sure. It's getting real tight, real close quarters, That was your first attack. You got another one?
Yeah, I would like to step into the like open space I created and hit the shark. Is that what you were calling him? A shark?
Burrow shark, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I want to try and hit him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm touching the button and there it is. Okay. 19.
19, I think, is going to hit him. That'll do it, yeah. Roll your damage.
Yeah, 14 plus 3, so 17.
17 damage. Goodness gracious. Oh my lord. This guy, you saw him earlier when they did the horrible sacrifice, when the bullet jumped on a person. He was riding the bullet. This guy doesn't talk. He's a very stoic, strong, silent type. And he sees you coming, and he just kind of tilts his head and stares at you, raises a spear. And then you tell me how you kill this man.
What did I use? My great axe?
Mm-hmm.
Can I decapitate him?
Totally, yeah. This guy just holds a spear out at you real cocky, and you're holding your great axe out your side without him even having the opportunity to flinch. You swing it upward so fast, slicing through his outstretched spear and right across his neck. His head topples to the ground with a thud. You see the bullet, with its stony expression, make a face as close as you can imagine to whimpering.
That was its rider, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That guy's fully dead. You have a bonus action attack as well.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll try and hit the bullet again, which seems like really cruel, seeing as I just killed the stoner, but whatever.
You have to take advantage of him while he's...
You gotta do what you gotta do.
It was an 11.
11, not gonna do
not
it.
Hit.
It goes at you, which is the sound that it makes. It looks so sad and angry. That is going to be the hill giant's turn now. The hill giant standing very precariously on the edge of this giant hole here. This you see this reddish brown thing is the hole that the bullet came up through. He steps a bit further in away from it now that there's a bit more space there. And again,
regardless
regardless
of who he attacks, I'm going to preemptively use my storm rune, to give it disadvantage on an attack.
Hell yeah. So we'll see which one you can call that after the roll, right?
The way it's worded, I think technically I have to call it before the roll, or before I know whether it hits or not.
before you know. Okay, wait, what?
Yeah, because it's one. I can do it as a reaction as many times as I'd like within the 1 minute that the rune is active. It's not like the other one where I only get 4 per long rest. That one, which is the runic shield, that one I get to call after the hit.
Oh, I see. Interesting. So,
Yeah.
all right.
I've been kind of using them interchangeably.
Got it. Okay. So you're. I'm just gonna roll with disadvantage then for the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, almost didn't match. Oh shit! Wait, no. Woo! Good thing. That was a 1 and a 20. So that could have fucking ruined you if that hadn't been. I thought it was like, oh, that's a 1 and a 2. That's not bad. No, it was a 2-0. Good lord. So he gets a little closer. As he's walking towards you, he kind of stumbles over the hole, and he just fucking drops his huge club, and he's like, oh no, I need that.
Did he happen to hit the Goliath?
Well, let's see. Yeah, he just kind of drops it. No, he doesn't hit the Goliath.
Oh, damn.
But he's gonna use the rest of his turn just picking it up, because he was swinging it and he just kind of let go, so he has to, like, you know, crawl around and pick it back up and stand up again, and that's his turn. Good shit. That is time. That is the monk, who are all gone, and the burrow shark, who you just killed. That is the priest, who is also unconscious, and that brings us back to Ash, who is very well hidden.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and put the short bow on my back and grab out both of my knives, and I'm gonna chuck them both at the warlord.
Hell yeah. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. You're about 30 feet. What's the range on your knives?
20 to 60.
Okay, so you'll attack with disadvantage. Oh, no. So
Wait.
your first attack has advantage because you're hidden.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll just be a straight roll.
Sorry, is it too far away for me to throw them accurately?
You'll just roll with disadvantage if you're because you're at 30 feet.
Oh, okay. I thought 20 was like one end and 60 was the other.
Yeah, within 20 feet, you can roll normally.
Oh.
Within 60
Okay.
feet, you roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can you not move up 2 squares and be closer to and make up that 5-foot gap?
Yeah, can I kind of like, can I jump over the bar? Or like...
Let's see. 5, 10...
And just be next to...
Yeah, if you jump, you jump next to Chumba's body,
Yeah.
you'll have to make an acrobatics check, so as to not lose any movement by jumping over the bar, and so as to not, like, give away your position and maintain your stealth. So yeah, give me an acrobatics.
I'm good at that, so that's 16 plus 13 is
Woo!
9.
Just like a shadow, just like a, like in animation when they want to show something moving really quick and they just draw some lines there. It's just suddenly there's lines, and then suddenly you're standing there fully upright. So that you had to use some movement to stand up, and 25. You got 5 more feet from right here, but give me that attack with advantage against the warlord.
16 plus 9 is...
25.
Math is hard.
25. Yeah, you get your damage and you get sneak attack. So roll dagger damage first.
That's 4. That's 6 damage
All
for
right.
the dagger.
Mm-hmm.
And then you said sneak attack is real.
Yeah, that's right.
Like this, it'll just roll it for me, right?
Yep. If you just click on the whatever it is, the 5d6.
That looks good. 24 damage
24 plus
from sneak attack.
Woo! Plus 6 from your dagger.
Yes.
Oh my god.
What was that?
I said, oh my god. So for a total of 30. That is against,
Beak attack is so fucking great.
yeah, especially
So
at higher levels like this.
Yeah.
You just fucking appear in a gust of wind. He is fully engaged with Rocky. You see like a small opening in all of his plate armor. He's covered head to toe in steel, and you just see as he's in the middle of being attacking Rocky, you see a small opening right at the back of his neck, and suddenly Rocky. You are splattered in blood as your dagger pierces directly through the back of his spine. He is fully gone.
Sick. And then because I am wielding both of my daggers, I technically, for my bonus action, can attack again.
That's right.
I would like to throw another dagger at the little guard.
At this guy, the little hobgoblin?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Give me that attack roll. That one's just normal, no advantage. Because you just murdered his boss.
I'm gonna do the thing. I don't know if you can see it, but that's
yeah, that's a 20. Yeah, that's right.
Fuck yeah.
That's gonna hit. That's double dagger
Poor little
damage.
guy.
So unfortunately, because unless you have 2-weapon fighting, you don't get the modifier on this. It's just the dice.
It is 2-weapon fighting.
Yes. Well, no, 2-weapon fighting unless you have the special feat that gives you, there's a feat and then there's a fighting style, and I don't think you have them.
I think it's the fighting style.
Let me see here. Expertise, sneak attack, these can't cunning action. Assassinate, evasion, valuable talent. No, yeah, you just have the regular kind that everyone can do. So it just means you don't add your modifier to the damage, but you still get double damage from the critical. So roll, is it 2d4 from your dagger?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I got a 2 and a 3, so that's 5. But I don't add the +5.
Correct, unfortunately, because it's sort of like, you have your dominant hand and your weaker hand. You can attack just as accurate with your weaker hand, it just won't be as strong.
Got it.
So you just pop out, explode the back of this guy's neck, and he's this guy over here is so distracted. Captain, no! And you just real quick, like kind of like not even give a shit, like throw a dagger over at him. What's that total damage? Was it 5?
5 damage.
5 damage. He goes, gets him right in the gut. And he doubles over. He's not dead yet, unfortunately, for him. But he is bloody. You just kind of throw it at him just to shut him up, like, oh, yeah, Captain. Oh. That is your action, bonus action. You have 5 more feet of movement.
I think I'm good. I'm just gonna stay where I'm at. I feel pretty.
Very good, protecting Chumba's body there. Alrighty. That is Chumba. I need you to make a death save. This could be bad. If you get a nat 1, it's game over for Chumba. 6. Okay.
6.
Still not doing well. Bleeding out. If you fail one more time, that's it. Chumba, as your bagpipe continues to make a terrible, discordant noise underneath the crushing weight of your body, your mind lingers on your childhood and your past attempts and misguided ways of doing good. And can you give me another example of one of those times when, sort of like in your childhood, you were told to do something good and you chose not to?
Yeah, of course, picking the apple trees. Every year I would leave some left on the tree to rot. I just didn't really care about actually being, collecting enough apples, and we always ran out every year. And I keep thinking, had I done a diligent job, maybe we would have apple butter all the way until May, but
But you never did because, you were a
lazy
teen.
chumba.
You had other stuff to do. You were concerned with how you looked and learning to play your bagpipe to impress chicks, maybe, or dudes, whichever Chumba's into. Both, maybe.
Chumba was always really self-conscious that it was not a clarinet, it's a bagpipe.
Exactly. Clarinet was what all the cool kids played.
So much cooler.
Yeah. But it's like it's hard to forgive yourself, but in this moment you're still just dwelling on it as your mind is drifting in and out of consciousness. That's Chumba. Now it is the crowd. They're gonna keep trying because I think it would be really funny if they're able to bring him back and he can start fucking shit up again. Oh no! That is a nat 1 and a nat 20. So
he's dead alive.
So one of them very briefly, just patches up one of his wounds and just shoves a thing in there and slams on his heart, and he goes, and then another one sticks their finger in a different wound, and he goes, and collapses back down.
This is the scene from Talladega Nights when they're trying to take the knife out of his leg.
Yeah, it's like, cut around the meat. You gotta cut around the meat. Exactly. And he just drops back down to being unconscious. He's got to roll death saves again. That's their crowd's turn. I didn't skip anyone this time, right? No? Okay, great. Back to Brazdor. You hear more sounds from the kitchen. And what sounds like liquid echoing in a metal pot. That is Rocky's turn.
It's never gonna get cleaned again. All right. So, the warlord's dead. So I guess I'll just keep focusing on the Goliath. I just don't want to fully anger the giant yet.
That's fair.
Especially when I got that guy. Oh, yes.
Ooh, is that a nat 20?
I wish I would have done this on... Yep, I wish I would have done this on the giant now.
Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah.
Roll that damage.
So that's 12.
12
total.
damage.
I'm not adding my 1d8 because I'm hoping this finally kills him.
Well, I mean,
and I'm going to save the 1d8.
Well, I'll let you know if you apply it now, it's doubled because of your crit. Because crits double the dice, so. Yeah, give me those 2d8 then.
Woo! Another 14, so 26.
26. My goodness. I want you to guess how many hit points this guy had left.
13.
25.
Oh, damn.
25.
Yeah, that much left.
He had 25 left. So this guy is just looming over you, somehow making himself even bigger than he has before after slamming down across your shoulder, piercing you in every which direction with his Morning Star, and then on that last hit getting a critical on you and just stabbing into one of your organs in your side. Tell me how you lay this guy out.
It just came. He has like a breastplate, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just came around and dented it so hard that his own body didn't even pop it back out. It's just there's just a permadent in there from the warhammer.
Exactly. Hell yeah! You swing your warhammer so hard it indents his chest plate. You hear a sickening, crushing sound as his chest literally caves in and it becomes smaller. And as he collapses to the ground, gasping for blood, gasping on the blood that is filling his lungs. Can you gasp on something? I think you can.
It wasn't bilateral. One of his lungs is still semi-functional.
Yeah, exactly. But either way, blood's coming out of his mouth, and he is gone. Whew. Done for. That is finally the Black Earth Guard is down. That was your first attack. You got one more.
Yep. So I'm gonna. Can I use my bonus action to make one final attempt at the giant?
Sure. Yeah.
Like, it's like, you know, I revere your people. I do not want to do this. And that's a crit fail.
Oh no! He says, "Do not do nothing. You do nothing to me. I am big. You are small." Not the most eloquent.
All right,
giant.
so I guess I'm gonna hit him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that does not hit.
It does not. You just kind of swing for his ankle, and you just barely even touch him. He goes, "Ha ha
All right.
ha! Puny giant."
8.
Nothing. No dice.
Yeah. Nope.
That's all. Rocky, unless you want to move.
I kind. So he's kind of like focused on me, right?
Right now, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm gonna move. I'm not gonna leave this 5-foot space, but I'm at least gonna shift down to basically the bottom left corner of him, just above the staircase. If for nothing else, just to like detract him away from Nusk,
Sure. Mm-hmm.
because it doesn't like actually change my situation anymore, but at least like kind of redirect him away from somebody else.
For sure, yeah. He follows you and rotates his humongous boom, boom, boom body to continue staring at you. You did. I didn't say that much, but you pissed him off. That is Rocky's turn. The Warlord. I'm gonna roll a saving throw for him. Nope, still dead. Black Earth Guard, fully dead. Hobgoblin, he just saw you destroy the biggest Black Earth Guard of the lot. He is going to say...
And he's got a dagger in his side.
Yeah, and he just got a dagger, yeah, straight in his gut. He's like, I didn't...
I didn't sign up for this.
I gotta go. And he just 5, 10. And you hear clunk, junk as he passes through 2 doors, just sprinting away. And you hear
Does he
from
take any psychic or poison damage for witnessing or walking through the gas cloud that Brazdor is?
No, he's not even paying attention. He was running too fast.
Fully feared from that attack.
Exactly. He just watched you just the 2 of the biggest attacks thus far. But you do hear as the second door closes, you hear him yelling, "Everybody run! They're killing everyone! Everybody run!" Just causing a panic. And alerting any other members of the Black Earth cult that are here to get out of town. That is his turn, the Hobgoblin. Now it is the Bullet. I'm going to roll for the Bullet. The Bullet is going to start moving. 5, 10, 15. And he's still afraid. He's still engaged with you, Nusk. So he's going to try to attack you again. Ooh, that's going to hit. That is going to be another 30 piercing damage halved to 15 because you're raging.
Whoa.
Give me...
Great.
Yeah? Sorry, you got something?
No,
Okay.
I'm dying
Oh, sure.
slowly.
You're not down yet, right? Not at 0?
No.
Okay.
Not at 0.
Incredible. But give me, I think this is an animal handling check.
7.
7. The only thing that it's like this bullet has parked it in the same spot for a long time. You're not sure why it's moving now, but it's just kind of like circling you and keeping its eyes on you.
Am I its mom now?
No, it did just try to bite you, so you can assume that's not the
My cat
case.
tried to bite me when we brought it home too.
Yeah, maybe this is part of it. Maybe this is part of the bullet bonding ritual, and that's how it's like. If it can't kill you, then you're its mom. We'll have to. Only one way to find out. That is the bullet. Now it's your turn, Nusk.
Well, now I want it to be my weird child.
I'm right there with you. I say none of us attack it anymore.
I would like to disengage and go to the open spot over to the left and down above the hill giant.
Right here?
Yeah.
Sure.
And I'm gonna try and hit him.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
That was trash. I'm gonna try again.
Ooh.
Still trash, but better trash. 18.
Incredible. So with your first axe, you just run up and you swing for this thing's legs, and you just sort of overestimate how thick they actually are as he's swaying and moving a little bit. So you just barely miss him. But with the second attack, you right into his thigh. Roll your damage.
12 plus 3, 15.
15 damage. He suddenly, this humongous creature with his head up against the ceiling, turns to look at you. Says, and you just hear him go, and you have no idea what he's saying unless you speak giant.
I don't think I do. Nope. I only speak common and orc.
But Rocky, you know he's saying, "More tiny people attack me. Time to crush." That is you got 2 attacks. You got one more, I think, Nusk, as a bonus action, if you'd like.
All right. Nope. 11.
Again, ooh, rolling real poor right now. Another swing and a miss. As he turns to look at you, he kind of just leans away when he sees that third attack coming. That is going to be... now it's the hill giant's turn.
Oh, good.
Right
Disadvantage.
after you. Disadvantage, okay.
On one of them.
On one of them. He's focused on Nusk now. He doesn't have a lot of attention span. So he's going to take this first attack with disadvantage. That is going to be a 12, which does not hit Nusk. All right. Then he turns back to you, Rocky. Second attack is coming for you. So that was jacked. Hang on. That is also a 12. That is not going to hit you. So he's just like, "Oh, stay still!" Bang! Bang! Huge indents in the floor as his club makes contact with where you were just briefly standing. After him, it is the priest who's going to make new death saves. Come on. Nope. He's not back. And finally, we're back to Ash.
Well, I have a little bit of knowledge of medicine. Is there anything I can do to help Chumbawamba?
Certainly. You see he's very bad off. Like, you've been watching his blood just pool out around him for the past 2 turns. You can make a medicine check to try to stabilize him and just kind of patch up his wounds so he's not actively dying.
Absolutely.
You have to...
What?
Tell me what you got. Add your medicine.
I got a 13 with
13
my
is
medicine.
not going to do it. You need a DC 15 in order to stabilize a creature.
Okay.
Unless anyone else wants to add anything. Because
no, it would. I use my reaction.
Yeah, no one has any bardics.
Yeah, because I'm gonna go.
Huh?
I said he's 1 roll away from death.
He is.
I'm pissing the night away.
I'm pissing the night away.
All right, kill him. No.
You're supposed to get back up again.
I'm trying.
That was your action to try to stabilize him. Do you have a bonus action?
1 minute since I played this character. I think I don't have any more actions. I'm just gonna call out like this guy's gonna die. Like, your friend's gonna die. What are we gonna do? And I'm just like, I can't. I don't know medicine that well.
Chumba, you're still breathing, but you're focused on all the times that you had an opportunity to do good and you didn't. And you're thinking, I wonder if I'll have any more. Let's have that die. You can roll it with a real die if you'd like, or you can roll on D&D Beyond.
I'm doing digital, man.
All right.
We're going for it. I will say before I roll this, that even though Chumba has been taking his last breaths, thinking of all the times he did wrong, where he wished he would have done better, peace is overcoming him, and he's like, I'm good enough. And here comes the roll. Here we go. That's a solid 8.
Ooh. Chumba, as you breathe your final breaths, peace does overcome you, because you know that even though you had so many times when you could have done what was right and you didn't, you know that you lived your final days genuinely doing something good. You saved this town. You saved every person in it. And you die knowing that it's not the shots you don't take. It's the ones you try to take that define someone. And that's how everyone's going to remember you. And Chumba expires. R.I.P. Start thinking about a new character.
Okay.
All right, now it is back to the humans over here. We're going to try to stabilize the priest. Nope, no criticals. Back to the top of the order. That is Brazdor, still pooping. Next up, that's Rocky.
All right, so I'm gonna wing at the giants. 18. That hits, right?
18 hits the hill giant for sure.
Okay. So I'm going to deal. Wow, I rolled a 1. 2 damage.
2 damage. And he goes,
Then
ouch!
I'm gonna roll my one. Then I'm gonna roll my 1d8.
Okay.
Which is only another 3 damage, but I'm also going to invoke my fire rune. Target takes extra 2d6 fire damage and must succeed a DC 17 strength saving throw.
Ooh, or what?
or be restrained for 1 minute by fire shackles.
Hell yeah.
And will take an extra 2d6 fire damage at the start of each of its turns.
Awesome.
And I'm going to use my reaction to give it disadvantage on that ability check.
Fuck yeah. So does it do the 2d6 right away when you do it?
Yes.
Okay, so give me the 2d6 first so I can add all the damage.
So that's 5 plus 7, so 12.
12. You just kind of vaguely slash at his ankle. It goes, owie! And then suddenly, your blade or your warhammer erupts in flame that lashes around him like chains just swinging over every corner of his body. And he's going to make a save with disadvantage. He's trying to get a 17, but he has very good strength. So you know what? I'm going to roll this publicly. Roll this for Ash. 1, 2. You need one of these to be below a 12. Both of them are. That'll do it. He fails. He is suddenly wrapped in chains of fire going, oh! Tiny people do burning! Ah!
I lean in and go, not so tiny now.
Mm-hmm. He begins just like flailing his club wildly around. And that is...
I still have one more attack.
Yeah, that's right. I was like, it's not his? Yeah.
Oh, no, I rolled a 4. I will take a bonus action to just kind of punch him with an unarmed strike.
Sure, okay, go for it.
It's only going to... Oh, no.
Was that a nat
Oh,
1?
hubris. Yes.
Oh, no. So he is... All right, give me a dexterity saving throw. And I'll tell you what happens.
Ugh, I rolled a 2, so 6.
A 6. Okay, I'm gonna... So, because he is wrapped in fire now, he's just like slamming on his chest, swinging his huge great club around, just stomping all over the place. And with your tiny little jab you try to throw at him, he slams his foot down right where your hand is. I'm gonna roll... You're going to take 5 bludgeoning damage.
That rounds down to 2, right?
Yes. Man, I rolled a bunch of... That's not a lot. I rolled 4d6 for that. It's for the record. So that is Rocky's turn. As you just almost break your wrist trying to jab at him with your offhand. And after him, Warlord is down. Hobgoblin is out of here. The Bullet is you disengaged from the Bullet, Nusk. Give me you're the only one that's close to it right now. Give me another animal handling check.
But I'm so bad at it. A 7.
7. All you can tell, you don't know what's going on, or why it's doing this.
Let me love you. I'm sorry that I'm terrible with animals.
It's just confused and sad. It's going to grab the body of the burrow shark and drag it away into the hole.
Oh.
And they both disappear back into the ground.
We'll go looking for him.
Well, now I feel bad. So that's great.
All right, that is the Bullet. Devastator is still asleep. Nusk, it's your turn.
I guess I'll hit the giant again.
Mm-hmm. The giant is wrapped in flames.
Oh God. That was a 1.
Ooh, you guys a nat 1?
Yeah. D&D Beyond is not being kind to
Mhm.
me.
If
It was
he's
9,
restrained,
and then it was 13.
do we not get advantage on attack rolls?
He's restrained?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he
Sorry.
was just taking fire damage.
No. Sorry, he is restrained by shackles. I forgot that might alter. Our
No,
attacks.
that's okay. Yes, totally. A restrained creature, because restrained is more than grappled, but so I think you're right. I'm just double checking. Yes, you do have advantage, so that nat 1 is canceled out. What was your next one?
13. So that is still bad.
13 is
roll.
going to hit him, actually.
Oh.
He's just a giant. What you see in this picture is what he's wearing. He's just got a freaking loincloth on. And luckily it does go around underneath, so you're not like in danger of, hitting your head on his massive giant genitals. But you do slash into him with that. Roll your damage on that first attack.
So I got 10, and then it's +3, so 13.
13 on that first attack. It was ouchie, and now he's just like picking his knees up even higher as he's stomping around.
All right, and then we'll go again. So with advantage. Come on.
I see there's another 13. Is there another one?
16?
And a 16 definitely hits. Roll damage again.
16, 19.
Woo!
Yeah.
19. Just a huge. You're tall enough that you can slam right across the lower part of his ribs, which is about as high as you can reach because this guy is so fucking tall. But you cut a huge gash in his side, the biggest hit he's taken thus far. Owie! And he grabs his right side as he's still stomping, still wreathed in fire. Let me do some math. Still not bloody though.
I have a frenzy attack too, right?
Yes, you do as your bonus action, also with advantage.
I don't need
24
advantage on this one.
Hell yeah. You can roll again just to see if you crit.
I crit fail.
Ooh, okay, good. So it's still the 24 then. Get those out of there.
You burned out a bad roll.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, but you got minimum damage.
+3 though, so it's 8.
8. After this huge hit, just sliding your great axe into his right hip. He's grabbing it on one side, and then you just pierce just barely right near his belly button. He's now using both hands, only one of which is clutching his giant great club, just clutching it to his stomach. Owie! And that is 8 damage. Now he is bloody. Boop. And I'm going to do a little thing because he's on fire. That is Nusk's turn. Now it is his turn. And he says, "Bad small people! No good!" And he is going to try to attack. Let's see. I think he's going to do one on each of you again. Let me double check to see. You have advantage, but his attacks. Oh wait. His attack rolls have disadvantage while he is restrained. You see the fiery chains around him are restraining his movement, so he just briefly takes the club the hand that was holding his club against his stomach away and just weakly kind of smashes down in your direction. First, you, Nusk. Ooh, And then... Ooh, okay. So... He first swings at you, Nuts, just kind of very weakly trying to swing his great club in your direction, not trying to slam down on you like he was before, and he very heartily misses. But he swings backward and just in the same gesture swings so hard that he smacks into Rocky. Let's see. And he is going to do... That is... I think it's 8. Yep. 18 halved to 9 bludgeoning damage. But as he hits you, he's just kind of like spinning around. He hits you and slams his great club so hard into this wall that he breaks it and lets go. He lets go of his great club. He's like, I hate it here.
I think I'm officially bloodied now.
Oh, wow. There you go.
I'm trying to... What's the ratio when you're bloodied?
It's 50%.
Oh, then I've been bloodied for a bit.
Okay. Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
I'm at 34 of 136.
Okay, gotcha. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's all right. That is, he cannot move. Can he repeat the saving throw at the end of his turn or something? How does that work with your fire? Wound?
Yeah. So it's actually at the beginning of the turn, I believe. Oh no, at the end of each of its turns. Yes.
Of his turns. Okay, great. So he's gonna make another strength save. He doesn't have disadvantage this time. He's trying to get a 17. That is a 16. He fails.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. He is still in the fire, and I think you roll more fire damage for him as well.
Yeah. So 2d6. Hold on, let me make sure that's also. Oh, so the damage is at the beginning of its turn, and then the re-roll is at the end.
Right. Yeah. So he would have taken this either way.
Yeah. That's 10 fire damage.
10 fire damage. Whew. As the hot fiery chains continue to burn him and restrict his movements even further, he says, "I hate it here. I'm leaving." To you, Rocky. And then he just kind of tries, but he can't break out of the chains. But he's like, "Ugh!" He's clearly trying to make his way away from you. That is the end for him. That's all I can roll again for the priest. Nope. Now it is Ash's turn.
Cool. Ash is gonna stand up from kneeling next to Chumba and just kind of shout, like, "Are you guys? Do you want to kill this thing? Is that the goal?"
Can I do an insight check to see if he actually means to leave? Or...
Yeah, totally. Mm-hmm. He yells it in giant. You're the only one that understands him.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, 14.
14. Yeah, this guy doesn't seem capable of lying, unless it was.
So
yeah.
I hold a hand out, and then kind of signal for us to regroup.
Mm-hmm.
And Ash, you can decide differently. That's just what I'm saying to communicate.
Then I just kind of want to walk over to the guy that I killed with my knife, and I just want to pull my knife back out of his neck and clean it, and then just sheath it.
Hell yeah!
Can I pull my short sword out and just prepare to defend my if it goes to moves to attack me, can I attack it, kind of deal?
Sure, yeah, you can ready an action to do that. Sure. That is gonna be your turn then. Chumba is down for the count. It's time for the crowd.
I
Okay. Nope. That is back to the top of the order. And as you see that the hill giant has turned away from you and is beginning to walk away, will you allow him to?
Yeah. I also don't have a react left.
Okay, terrific. Well, I mean, so on your turn, do you want to do anything to stop him?
Oh no.
Okay, terrific.
But if my turn has passed, I actually kind of wanted to move.
No, it
to
is your
the
turn.
Guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I wanna get around the giant, and go to the big wizard guy that the people have been trying to save.
Okay, sure. He is like a bit too big, but you can go around this way.
Okay, so like I can't move through his space.
No, not really.
Okay.
He's a little too chaotic, and yeah, I don't think you could risk taking damage. He's not trying to hurt you, but he's not going to let you into his space.
Okay, then I'd rather go up around him than down around
Okay,
the
sure, yeah.
staircase. So however far around him I can move.
So 30 feet gets
Yeah,
you
I think
here.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 30 feet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can dash it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll take the other 30 feet.
Awesome. Also,
I'm not gonna be able to-
you can leap over this hole. 40. As soon as you even get close, all of these crowds scatter. They just run over the fiery table, burning their hands and feet, and just all sprint outside. No one's even like been over here the whole battle, so they were fully like in their own little world during this fight. Sorry, you get to.
Yeah, and I think that's all I can do.
So wait, we got 30. 60 gets to here, but that's your action, yeah.
Oh, then if I can get right up to him, I would like to take a bonus action to punch him, and hopefully this one goes better.
Oh yeah, okay, go for it. Unarmed strike. And he's prone, so you have advantage.
$19.
19 is going to hit him. So you immediately deal 2
Damage.
death fails to him. You don't have to do damage because he's already unconscious.
Oh, okay.
So he immediately takes 2 death fails, and he's even closer to death than he was before. Because after he was brought back and then got hurt again, so he was remaking his death saves during this process. He had already had 2 successes. You just gave him 2 fails. Next up, it is the bled is gone. Everyone else is gone. Nusk, that's you. I can't hear you.
You're muted.
Is the hill giant the only one left?
Yeah.
I am going to do nothing then. I am going to let him leave.
Okay. Terrific. That is the hill giant's turn. The hill giant, you can roll 2d6 more damage.
Oh, yeah.
Fire damage.
8.
8 more. He is even more hurt. He goes, ouchie! He gets so injured that he just rips out of his chains. You see sparks as all of these fiery chains snap, and he just charges full speed. Let's see, what's his movement? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. He runs full speed. He's dropped his great club. He's just going to use his fists to fully barrel through this door, or the opening that he started. Let's see. He deals another 36 damage to this wall and creates an even bigger hole. Yeah, come on. Beep, 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 beep. Boom. And continues just 5. Sprinting down the road, you hear his boom, 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 as he's just running away. And with that, we have exited combat. And as you look around, amidst all the blood and viscera and broken swords and shattered shields, you notice that not all of you are still standing. And we'll take a little break and we'll come back after that. Cool. All right, we'll come back at perfect. This is 30 minutes after the hour. Does that sound good? All right. See you soon. And we're back. Huzzah! Alrighty. Combat has just ended. You still hear and feel the ground shaking from the hill giant making his way out of town to the west. With him running at full speed, it only takes him a few moments for him to be gone. As you look around, you still hear the sounds of Brazdor groaning terribly. And you see that Shumba has fallen, and he won't be getting up. You also have a new friend here, a new comrade in arms, to say the least, that joined you in the middle of the fight to help out. What would you guys like to do from here?
I walk up and introduce myself and say, like, that was some good throwing. What's your name?
The name's Ash. I'm sorry I couldn't do more for your friend.
I only just met them too. But he was a good fighter.
Your name is?
Kirby. Really playing the part.
I'm Rocky.
I'm Nusk.
Nuck. Nice to meet you, Nuck and Rocky. What brings you both to this area?
Well, this specific area, there are a bunch of cults that we're dealing with, and this is the fire cult. So we're trying to like save all of these people that are living here out of fear from the fire cult.
And I was here.
Eternal Flame, I believe, is the actual name.
And I was here spying and ran into these bunches, and since everything was going into full chaos anyway, just decided to drop the identity and just fight with them.
We do have another friend.
Technically, my character only met these people like 10 minutes ago.
Cool. So we're in the same boat.
Yeah.
None of us have really known each other for very long, though. I met them like a day ago.
You gesturing to the dead guy on the ground?
Yeah, just met them.
Mm-hmm.
This is just a hobo murder party with very, very low recruitment standards.
Ash's face just drops into total dead, non-charismatic seriousness. It's like, I've returned from the dead to get my revenge on the Black Earth cult. And that's it.
Good enough for me.
Know anything about those things? Or where we are currently?
I'm sure my character knows, but I don't.
You know that you are in the town of Westbridge. Westbridge is far to the north within the Deserin Valley, north of the Sumber Hills, which is sort of like the desert area within the Deserin Valley. Let me see if I have a map.
I don't know if I know where they are, but the Esme might, the other character in the like other part of this campaign.
You don't know her. They're not here.
I dreamt of her.
What? I didn't say that.
I dreamt of a strange elven woman.
Whose name you know was Esme.
She said it. She just said her name for some reason.
She spoke to you in the dream. Yeah. You are here in Westbridge. To the west of you is the Crypt Garden Forest, and the Sword Mounts. Ash, you would be aware that the place that you are familiar with is in the Somber Hills, far, far to the southeast. Probably somewhere around here.
And I know that that is like the direction to head, like in terms of my thoughts.
If that's where your character wants to go, yeah.
I think I'll just turn back to the party. I was killed looking for a very specific metal underground, and my intention is to return there and to retrieve it this time around.
Rocky perks up. This is very much of interest to him.
As you guys are kind of all standing around talking, one of the town leaders of the council, you see first through the open door of the tavern, a tiny little white flag emerges and just begins flapping in the wind. And then a small dragonborn man's head pokes around. Hello, I surrender. Please don't hurt me. Oh, it's you. Oh, it's you. You won. You did it.
Do I know him?
I think vaguely, yes. He is the leader of the town council, which is the what would ordinarily be like the governal body of this town. That was the first thing to be suppressed and coerced into worshiping and seceding to the power of the Black Earth cult. So they were the first ones
What's
to
going on
give
out there?
up. A great deal of panic. And I think, but all of the Black Earth I seem to have rounded up and are headed out of the north of town. Oh, no, I'm sorry, the south.
Did you hear from any of them where they're heading?
I just heard that someone was yelling, "The Black Earth has fallen. We're all doomed. They're gonna kill us all." Well, just that from someone that was running around yelling that.
That's actually quite great to hear.
I was hoping it was you, because you didn't seem like the kill everyone types. So I'm glad I was right on that. But yeah, just came to check in, see what was going on. I drew the shortest straw, which is why I'm here. Nobody else wanted to, of course, as you can imagine, because it's very dangerous over here. Are they all dead? He kind of very slowly steps in, stepping over corpses and blood and trying not to... Oh, hello! You're new. I didn't see you earlier.
Well, that one guy is still asleep.
Who?
I'm mostly saying this out of character. Didn't we have one guy that was actually not dead? He was actually just still asleep.
Oh, yeah.
The guy that was next to me.
Mm-hmm. He was, yeah, he hasn't been here for a while. He was sleeping for a long time, if I recall. I didn't expect to see him here. But, oh no! And he finally sees Chumba's body. Oh, he got knocked down. Will he get up again?
No, sadly no.
He won't get up again. Oh, well. That's very sad.
While this conversation is happening, can I just, look and see if when that guy took off, scared as hell, if my knife happened to fall out of his stomach.
Oh yeah, it did. Mm-hmm.
So I'd like that back.
Yeah, he pulled it out right away. Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Mm-hmm.
I'd pick that up and sheath it as well.
Ah, you look very scary.
Thank you.
Are you here to run the town now?
I have no interest in politics, but thank you.
Oh, good. All right. Well, maybe we'll just. I guess we'll just do it again. This was.
I mean, hopefully, I don't think any of us are doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I do an insight check to see if I think this guy would be a good leader?
Sure. Yeah.
Fucking nat 20.
Oh my God. You know for sure this guy is an awful leader, but a terrific bureaucrat.
Okay. I'm just gonna walk up very, very close to him and just be like, "You look after the little people. Do you understand me? If you're gonna leave this town."
No, I don't understand. I would love some specific instructions, which I would be happy to follow to a T.
Don't be greedy.
Okay, I can do that.
Walk away.
Oh, all right. Shit. All right. Oh. Okay. Well, well, I'll start talking to other townsfolk. Many have gone into hiding in this process, and maybe we'll start rebuilding now that the Earth, the Black Earth, seems to have moved on. Is there anything that you all need?
What you got?
Not a
I mean,
lot.
we're gonna keep. We're moving on to the next sect. So if you could provide any resources to help us out, health potions, food, water.
Oh, we
provide
certainly
more for
have
the night?
food and water, and we can certainly provide you accommodations for the evening. There are plenty of beds upstairs here in the tavern that I'm sure you're welcome to. We can work on cleaning all this up, I suppose. You've already done us a great service by removing them. If there's, we don't have a lot, but the Black Earth seem to have a great deal of resources that we might be able to find now that they've left so quickly and make use of. What might you ask for? You don't have a lot of magic or anything, but I could certainly find some. We'll need it. Honestly, we can't really afford to part with any gold, really, because if you've seen the state of the town, which you have, right? I don't remember your name, but you've been here for some time.
Yes, it's Rocky.
Rocky, yes.
Can I roll to see if at any point in my time here I gleaned where there may be keeping the good stuff?
Certainly, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What
History
would that
check.
be?
History.
That's 9 plus 0 equals 9.
You can't think of anywhere that they might have it likely would have been with Drayon, or he would have known, but you don't know any specific location. You don't even know where he was staying, other than generally in this building.
So I ask him do you know where? And I point to Drayon was the big wig that Razder hit first, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I point to Drayon's body. Do you know where he was staying?
Oh, I believe he was staying here on the third floor.
Okay. Was that kind of like the penthouse, just one big room on the third floor?
I mean, there is a master suite.
Okay.
Up there. I would presume that's where he was staying. And yeah, so if there's anything else I can do.
Yeah.
I'll be around here. I'm gonna go and get some people to help clean this all up. And then maybe we can start rebuilding the town. If people, as long as there are no more earthquakes or anything. But who knows, honestly.
So first I want to
Mm-hmm.
First, I want to search Drayon's body to see if there's anything of interest in there.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
Can I also see
Doing
if he
great.
looks familiar
2.
to me?
Certainly. Sorry, what was that on the investigation? 2? All right. And you give me a history check, Ash?
Not great. That's just a 9.
It's just a 9. Vaguely, he's been pretty fucked up though. Like he's got like burn marks and a full hole through his chest. He's been banged up a lot. Like you could, but like you just can't recognize him right now. You might have seen him before.
Can I come up alongside Rocky and just be like, "Is there anything you're looking for?" And can I like help assist?
You can make you can make your own check.
Yeah, yeah. It would be better if you just do your own check.
Okay. Fair.
I have a +0 to investigation.
As a rogue, my investigation decent and dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Incredible. You actually find several things. You find a bag with some gold in it. Have a 37 gold that he just had on him. As well as, 1 second. I need to find this list here. Let's see. He doesn't have any armor or anything of value in that way. He has that strange magical stone that you saw him use to summon the Bullet and to summon the hill giant. You're not quite sure what the magical properties of this are, or if it even would be useful anymore. But he has that, and he has some gold, and that's about it.
You let me see that you found the stone.
Sure. As I'm looking at it, I am assessing whether or not that would be of any interest to the Raven Queen, and if it's not, then I'd happily offer it.
Sure. You can give me, let me think. An Arcana check.
22.
22. This is certainly interesting magic. Very unique. But not necessarily rare or mystical enough for the Raven Queen.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll just kind of hold everything out to Rocky and just be like, nothing I'm really interested in. Do you want any of this?
Can I do an insight to see if it's like something that's worth like taking to someone to investigate or even just selling off?
Sure.
Arcana?
Yeah. You're trying to appraise the value of it specifically?
Like, see, like, is it like interesting enough to like, can we put it to use, or is it worth a lot?
Okay, I think that would be another investigation then, I think.
As you're looking at it, I'm just gonna go ahead and just drop everything into your hands and just get up and pour myself a pint from the bar.
Yeah, this bar is still
Are you sure
stocked.
that's not Arcana? Because I have advantage on that.
Yeah, not Arcana to know the worth of it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled an 8.
It's an 8. Probably worth hanging on to. Could be useful.
All right. Yeah. So like, I grab him. Like, maybe we'll find something of use for this.
Mm-hmm.
Let me put it in my notes.
Probably not worth any value, but like it's interesting. It's magical. Someone would know
I am
something
into
to
rocks.
do with it. Yeah, you like rocks, exactly.
Cool rock.
Mm-hmm. That's so as you guys are standing over at the bar talking, the lead council member has brought over a bunch of other people. Some of them are still wearing the clothes of the Black Earth cult, and have those patches. Others are just random, like farmers and merchants and other people that he's gathered to come and help get rid of all of the bodies and stuff, and start working on fixing things. He comes back up to you. Says, "So, have you decided? Is there anything you want to be done with this your companion here?" Pointing at Chumba.
I look at Nusk. Do you know what he would have wanted?
I suppose we should probably bury him, or have some sort of something, but I'm not sure of his personal background or faith, so I'm not sure.
I asked the well, I'm just gonna call him the mayor.
Okay.
Is there like a designated cemetery or funeral pyre in the town?
Certainly, we have both. Yeah, the funeral pyre is right next to the cemetery. Mm-hmm.
Is there a lake that we can give him a Viking funeral in?
Oh, no lake, unfortunately. Rather dry around here. I mean, the river's pretty far. It's the Deseret River, far to the east. But no, we could help you embalm him if that's something you're interested in. But I just wasn't sure if you wanted to, clean it up or, do anything. He's still bleeding a lot.
Yeah, definitely clean him up.
Or if you guys wanted to do
maybe,
any, I don't know if what you guys do with magic or anything. If to try to.
All I have is my runes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know what I could do for him in his post life.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Quite fair. Interesting. All right. Well, we'll take him away then. And as that's happening, we're actually gonna cut away real quick, to Chumba. Chumba, you're making your way into the afterlife. I want to know how Chumba imagines that. What does Chumba imagine the great beyond to be like?
I think it's a mossy cobblestone path underneath a fully tunneled with trees kind of situation. So all the tree canopies have grown in. There's little bits of dappled, happy light on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Thick moss on everything. And what he's walking towards is the crest of a hill where the trees part, and you can tell the hill dives back down the other way on the other side, and feels like he's coming back home into his original childhood village that was destroyed when he was a kid.
Mm-hmm. Coming back home to a very peaceful, quaint little town, walking up this beautiful sun-dappled trail. Incredible.
And smell the smells and feels like coming home.
Indeed.
He's happy.
And as you're making your way towards the crest of that hill, you suddenly see what surely wasn't there a moment ago, a path splitting off away from the hill, away from that beautiful, brightly lit path that goes around the hill and off to the east, towards a strange, shadowy forest. And standing at the crossroads is a strange, small woman. She's got green skin and pointy ears. She sort of looks like an elf, having been shrunk down, but more like the size of a gnome. She has dark brown hair and a braid, and she says, "Hello."
Hi. What's your name?
You can call me Anastasia.
Okay. I'm Chumba.
Hello, Chumba. I'm very familiar with your work.
The beadwork or my music?
Your music, all of it. It's very impressive.
Where are we?
And she looks around. Doesn't really matter. What's important is where you're headed. I wanted to offer you an alternative.
Alternative to what?
She just gestures and like nods towards the sun-dappled trail up the mossy hill. I like your work, and you seem like the kind that could do some very good work if your time were not done. If you chose a different path.
Are you propositioning me? What is this?
Yes. I'm making you an offer. Which path would you choose?
Well, what are the terms?
Well, there's the one option, which is what you know, what you expect. Returning home, sunlight, warmth, peace, nothingness, whatever you expect. Then there's something else. Something different. A way to continue working with a renewed purpose, a renewed vision, a chance to bring people together in a very special way that you maybe couldn't do while you were still alive. I want you to work for me, Chamba.
How do you mean? What do you get out of this?
She kind of shrugs and opens her palms a little. I get your service. And just a piece of what you are now.
Dead?
Not quite. Let me be clear. This is the part of you that remains. What I'm here talking to. That's what you are now. That's what I want. I want a piece of this. I want to stake a claim and invest in any future comeuppance or designs that this soul may carry.
All right. Well, I very clearly do not want anything to do with anything nefarious. I really would like to just work towards the good. Period. Are you going to ask me to do? Am I beholden to you? Would I have to follow you into evil?
I mean, no. Evil is so brash. It's not what I'm about. I like to bring people together. I would like you to find more people to work for me.
Who do you work for?
No one.
Do you know the cults? Are you
The cults?
the people we were fighting?
I do not bother myself with things so terrestrial. Here is what I offer you, Chumba. I offer you a chance to return. To take the path less traveled, and she gestures to the path that slopes down away from the hill into the shadowy forest. To pursue something new, something unique and mysterious. And to occasionally do some work for me by getting more people to serve as my disciples.
Do your disciples have a name? Like your group?
No, but you could give them one. You're very creative.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. I'll go gather disciples in the
Indeed.
name of John.
John. I don't much like that name. We can workshop it.
You said it was my choice.
I mean, I told you my name was Anastasia. So John just seems fully irrelevant. But aside from that, yes, I'd like you to go and find more people who you think are worthy of meeting with me and bearing a semblance of my name and my power, which I will in turn share with you in exchange for a portion of your immortal soul.
I mean, I guess I'm not really doing anything else with it.
It's up to you. There's always the path you know, the comfortable one. But if you're looking to do something different, try again in a new way with a new purpose, I could help with that.
I think Chumba is cocky enough that he thinks he can probably still make good, even though this lady's super shady.
All right. She extends your hand. Her hand says, "Do we have a deal, Shamba? A majority stake in your soul in exchange
Wait,
for your service."
You get 51%?
That's right. In exchange for your service and a return to life.
I think I should retain the 51% majority.
Oh, come on now, Chumba. I'm offering you something very special here. It's not just being in my service, it's returning to life, being a part of the living once again, sharing your music and your inspiration with the world. It's up to you. I won't bend your arm, and I won't bend anyone else's. I just want you to find more people who might be interested in making a similar deal.
Say I accept. Is there any way out of this?
No, I'm afraid these deals are permanent.
So I live forever?
I'm a woman of my word. You live until you... I'll give you some extra help to help prevent you dying again. But I can only do so much. But if you find me enough other people, you may get another chance.
Nice. There's a whole town full of idiots that where we just came from. They're the town council. You should start with them.
I think
But I'm in. Let's do it.
you should start with them.
Yeah, I think they're washing my body right now. So
Great. I
be a
will
good time to
follow
wake
up with further instructions as to how to impart my legacy on others. And my spreading my influence, as it were. Yes?
Yeah. Yeah. No, let's spread your influence. And yours
Okay.
are the only legs I see.
She extends a hand to you. And when she extends her hand, you see that rather than a regular hand, she has this strange tendril that almost looks like a knotted branch of a tree, like almost like roots that are twisted and twisted all together in her forearm, and as they reach her hand, spread out into 5 little twisted roots of fingers. Do we have a deal?
Yeah.
Terrific. Shake on it. You shake her hand, and as you do, you suddenly you're back. As and the town councilor has begun dragging your body away. Goes, oh God! Ah! What have you done? What have you done? Is this a joke? Is this all a joke?
I wasn't dead.
Chumba sits awake before you. And in the place where you were pierced through your chest by the blade of the hobgoblin warlord, rather than a wound there, you find what looks like a strange little glowing tattoo. It has a dark green hue to it, and it looks just sort of like almost like a snowflake, except instead of just lines of ice, they are an entangled mess of roots and vines. Glowing on your chest.
Nice.
And now you're all back. Now you're all here. And suddenly you hear a final echo into a metal can, and bump, 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 bump. Suddenly Brasdor comes in. He emerges from the kitchen area.
I grab a
Turns
tablecloth and just throw it at him.
Turns out my beard is not the only thing that is blue, but so are my poops.
Good lord, you guys are weird, says the town councilor. I'm gonna go back to cleaning up the dead bodies, because that's preferable to being here with you guys.
May want to check the next one before you pick it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that forever now. I'm forever changed. So you guys are all here. Brasdor, you were unfortunately desperately had to poop in the middle of the battle.
You go to the toilets for some reason. You went into the
Chumba,
kitchen.
yeah, it was faster. It was the only way you knew. It's closest. And Chumba fully died during the battle and has just come back.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Chumba. I feel like I let you down.
You gotta go.
You and me had the left side. What happened to that rock creature thing? Is it
The
dead?
hill giant ran away.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Rocky couldn't convince it to join our side.
I tried.
Mm-hmm. The town councilor comes back over. He says, So, all right, I said I would leave, so I'm going to leave. But there we talked about it, and we found a lot of extra food that the Black Earth had been hoarding, and some extra gold and such, and we'd like to throw you guys a feast while you're here, if you'd like. And what is next for you? What can we? Where are you headed?
Disney World.
What's that?
I don't know that we had a plan. We were just here to like free you.
Well, thank you. We'll do whatever we can to repay you. And we did find a bunch of gold upstairs. So we'll be able to certainly accumulate a small portion to give to each of you. I just don't have any magic or anything. But if I can be of any assistance in helping you figure out what to do
you
next.
have any information on? Do you know? Did you hear any murmurings of any other sects of this cults?
Oh,
Like maybe some other base of operations.
no, I heard there was a terrible accident in Yartar. So something to do with some fire people, like a fire cult maybe instead of the Black Earth. No, there was a group of dwarves from Mirabar who went missing recently. I heard about them. They were going to Waterdeep, coming through the Somber Hills, and went missing.
Can we look at the map?
Certainly. Boop.
What do you know of these dwarves?
Not much. Just that they were coming from, I believe, through Belliard, maybe, and on their way to Red Larch, and eventually to Waterdeep, to the great city of Waterdeep. But they were lost somewhere within the Somber Hills. They never arrived in Red Larch, and that it's been a buzz because this could be a rather large-scale conflict between Mirabar and the Desert Valley, and Waterdeep as well.
They
Sorry,
definitely
what were
they passed through Belliard, right?
That's just rumor I've heard.
That's where you, from what you've heard, they were last seen.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna go. Let you come and get me if you need anything.
There any keys for the rooms upstairs?
Oh yes, of course. And he goes and finds another guy and like talks to him for a second, and then comes over with several keys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 keys. One for each of you.
Are these the keys for all of the rooms?
No, these are just keys for your rooms on the second floor. It's one for each of you that have numbers on them.
I'd like to have the rest of the keys to search through where the others were staying. Just the other members of the cult.
Oh. I can ask. I'll send over Gulford. He owns this place. A much larger human man comes over. He says, "The counselor said you wanted to speak with me."
Yeah, I'd like to search the rooms of wherever any of the cult members were staying.
Listen, I'd love to help out, but this is my business that I haven't been able to do any business in for like several weeks, and I really don't want.
So what's a few more hours?
A few hours?
Yeah. Just want to search the rooms, see if find any more information on these cults.
All right, give me a persuasion check.
13.
13. He says, "All right, I'll give you an hour. Okay, I'll let you into any of the rooms you wanna get into. Okay. All right, I can't be giving over my keys anymore. I gotta get back in here and get everything set up to be operational again. I've been losing money on this place for a while
I understand
now.
and I appreciate it.
Yeah. So he goes over and he waits for you. What's everyone else doing? Brasdor, you see
Does anyone want to
there's
come help me? Because
yeah.
I have terrible investigation.
I think Ash remembers that and will definitely assist.
And Brasdor, you see there's a new person here. Rather a pale woman with a glowing blue gemstone wedged into her forehead. Ash, you have not met Brasdor, and you've barely introduced
But
yourself.
I heard him.
You did hear him, yes. Everyone heard him.
I have thunderous poops. If you have not heard.
Ash, still drinking the pint without breaking eye contact, goes, I heard. The name's Ash. Nice to meet you.
Razdor, nice to meet you.
I hear Brazor say thunderous poops, and I just go, Storm Bros.
Storm Bros!
Terrific. So are the three of you going to head upstairs, or all of you? What's everyone doing?
Yes.
Yeah,
think-
Nusk definitely needs a night's rest.
Oh, can we sleep upstairs? Then yes, absolutely. I'm going
Mhm.
upstairs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Take a room to the suite. I just want to, see if we can find any kind of like paperwork, any other information.
Terrific. Yeah, give me. I'll take. If everyone's looking, I will take 2 investigation checks with advantage.
I got a +8.
Mm-hmm.
I have
That's
a +0.
nice.
Anybody else has anything positive?
I rolled an 18 plus 5. 23.
Got a 19 and a 27.
A 27. Okay, incredible.
Wait, it was 2 investigation checks with advantage, right?
No, I will take from 2 different people. I will
Oh,
take
okay, I
investigation
gotcha.
checks with advantage. So you got 27 is the higher of the 2. You find you're searching through. It seems that in the time that you've been talking, the townspeople and the counselor has come through and taken. There's clearly like coffers sitting open where they kept a lot of gold in a lot of these rooms that were already taken. But as you're looking through, you find a variety of hidden gemstones and jewelry, as well as some strange looking iron rods that anyone can make a history check on. They're like these
Ooh.
strange, like polygonal steel rods with etchings on them.
You said history?
Yeah.
18.
20.
Dirty 20?
20. 8 plus 12.
Okay. Anyone beat a 20?
Dirty 22.
Mm-hmm. You find these. What the 2 of you would know is that the writing on them is clearly dwarvish, and that these are Mirabaran steel currency.
I have heard legends of these, but I have never seen it with my own eyes.
They're like, maybe 8 inches long. They're like a rectangular prism, but with little pyramids on the end. And they use them for currency in Mirabar. As well as, let me see. Okay, I'm going to roll some dice for how much gold you find. That is going to be times 730 gold pieces divided amongst 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. That's easy. So that would be 73 times 2, right?
What was the total you said?
730. 146. 146 gold for each of you.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. This is the value of all the gemstones that you're finding, as well as so you recall, because he just said it, that the missing dwarven delegation was from Mirabar.
So, like, some of these cult members were involved in the. I'm assuming that it means that they were involved in the disappearance.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Seems that way. Do we know which way all the people that did get away went? Did anybody get away from the stone people?
I think the mayor said they went out the south entrance to the city.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
When they do mention this, Ash will go ahead and share some of the information that she has of like the temple locations that she remembers. Wants to pass that information to this party.
Sure. Ash tells you that she knows of the home base, essentially, of the Black Earth cult. And that they have a front, essentially. A group known as the Sacred Stone Monks have a place called the Sacred Stone Monastery that they are playing as just a simple monastery where people can practice martial arts and monastic traditions. But it is, in fact, the access point for the headquarters of the Black Earth cult, the Temple of Black Earth itself. And do you tell them how you know this, Ash, or?
Not like specifics, but I will after I explain where it's at. I'll add that is where I intend to go after the night's sleep myself. I have business to attend to there. I was close to getting something, and I don't intend to miss it this time. And I think, just judged on the steel, like the look that Rocky gave, or at least the look of excitement, I'll kind of just like glance at Rocky and be like, I think you'd probably be interested too. I'd hope to see you again if you plan to go there someday.
Did you mention earlier what it was you were looking for?
I just mentioned that they had a special kind of steel. I don't think I specifically said
Gotcha.
anything else.
Do you know anything of...
Take down the... Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that if we could also take down the Earth cult, it'd be a nice bonus.
Oh, I intend to get my revenge this time.
Do you know anything of dark steel?
Do you?
I know some things. I hoped to learn more.
Did the Raven Queen say anything about Darksteel? Like, do I know anything about it, or am I just there to retrieve it?
Nope. I don't think you know much about it. Just that it's rare and extremely magical, and that's where you know that they have it.
Okay. I think Ash will return with I don't know anything about this dark steel, um, aside from its location. Uh, that is my goal. I was very close to getting it. I was killed in the process, but I'd be happy to guide you through some of the hallways if that is a place that you'd like to go.
Well, this time, my friend, you won't be dying. Not on my watch.
I appreciate that.
Terrific. And with that, you guys seem to have found all that you can. The Earth Cult don't keep a lot of records. They're not ones for documentation or organization, bureaucracy. That's not really their deal. But you find a good amount of other resources, like the gold and other stones and things like that. And as you all go to bed for the night, Shamba, you feel different now that you're back. And as you sit in your room alone, you're examining your new strange tattoo. And as you look, it doesn't really look like a tattoo in the same way that, like, it looks like there's ink that someone drew. It looks more like a birthmark now. And as you look closer and examine it, and you feel the magic in you, the magic that comes from your music and your charisma, and you try to channel it because it feels weird, it feels different, and you try to just tell me what some type of simple magic that Shumba would try to do.
Just trying to think of what I have in actual spells. Just a mage hand. I think I'm just moving some stuff around.
Mm-hmm. Okay, a mage hand. And you see, as you summon your mage hand, instead of, as you try to draw on that power, it feels like it comes from a different place. Rather than coming from your chest, perhaps. It comes from, like, deep in your stomach. And it makes its way up and out. And instead of just channeling outward through your hands, it emerges. You feel it coming through this place in where your new birthmark is. And as it does, the birthmark begins to glow and stretch. The roots of it stretch out, branching off more and more, until from out of it pops a strange little patch of moss. The patch of moss floats out from you, forming into the shape of a hand. You'll have to adjust to this. This is new. Very interesting. And we'll pick it up there next time. Yay!
Yay.
Good job, guys. You guys have fun?
Yeah.
Awesome. Glad you liked it. That was a long and grueling battle, but you guys did great. And
Mostly.
mostly, yeah. You know, it's not fun if nobody dies.
It's my favorite part.
Indeed.
That's true.
Well, anyway, let's say our goodbyes. Thank you guys for playing with me. Once again, I am Ace, the GM. I'm your friendly neighborhood game master. If anyone ever wants to play D&D with me, please message me. I do that professionally. I would be nothing without these lovely players. Let's go around and introduce the lovely players, starting with playing Chumba. We have Kirby. Kirby, do you have any social media or anything to plug?
Not so much. I've kind of jumped away from it, but I do have a website, kirbyjoe.com.
Hell yeah, I love that. kirbyjoe.com. Very good.
Terrible website.
Why is it terrible?
Very, 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 very basic.
Gotcha. Okay. Still, go to it. Give him lots of traffic. We also have Nusk, the half-orc barbarian, who is played by January. January, what's your stuff?
You can find me on TikTok at Mothman D Patinkin, or you can find my website. It's dangitdesign.com.
Dangitdesign.com. That's right. We also have Brazdor, who is played by Matt. Just kidding. There's no Matt. There's only Glarnock. Glarnock is Matt's other character, and Matt doesn't exist. He's only one of those two people. We also have Rocky, who's played by Berto. Berto, do you have anything?
I also have a very shitty basic website that will hopefully next week have some D&D tools.
Ooh, fun.
abec.io.
abec.io. I like that. That's fun to say. Terrific. And last but not least, we have Ash, who is played by Sam. Sam, do you have a social media or anything you'd like to shout out?
Sure, I haven't touched it in a minute, but I do have on Instagram Hobbyist for Hire. I do
Terrific.
Like,
Ooh,
for D&D.
that's fun. Terrific. And with that, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks to anybody that watched live with us. Thanks to anybody that watches later. We appreciate you. Everybody say bye.